everyone, welcome back to Mrs. J's Cooking. So today we're going to make a yummy casserole called a buffalo chicken pasta bake. This is so easy to make and it is absolutely delicious. Some things you're going to need are the following. You're going to need some penne pasta, and I mean really you could use any shape of pasta, but that's the kind I like to use. Also some blue cheese dressing or ranch, whatever you decide to use, a packet of cream cheese, some blue cheese crumbles if you like those, carrots and celery, and a fourth of an onion. We'll be cutting that in a little bit. About 6 tablespoons of, no Winston, it's not 8. I know 8 is a half a cup, but 6 tablespoons of butter. I know it, I know. Also, you're gonna need some shredded cheese, cream of chicken soup, some Red Hot, panko breadcrumbs, olive oil, and pre-cooked chicken. That's what Winston really wants because he loves chicken, so he thinks he's getting this. But 2 chicken breasts that are pre-cooked and ready to go, and also some salt and pepper for flavor. So before we get started with cutting some of our vegetables, what I'm gonna do is get a pot filled with hot water and get it boiling so I can cook the pasta. All right, now that the water is going for the pasta, next I need to preheat my oven to 350 degrees. Also, I have a frying pan out that I can put a little bit of olive oil in because I'm going to cut up our vegetables and get ready to saute those while we're waiting on the pasta. All right, now that I have the vegetables all chopped up and ready to go, we have 1 cup of carrots, we have 1 stalk of celery, and about 1/4 of an onion. It's all chopped up. We're gonna put this into the frying pan to saute for a little bit. Our water's still boiling, and I'm just ready to have this. So let's get started with the next step. Next, we're going to add cream cheese. Add this block of cream cheese in, or 8 ounces. Also, a can of cream of chicken and 1 cup of milk. All right, so we have in our mixer bowl, we have our milk, cream cheese, and cream of chicken soup. Then on the stove, we have sauteing the peppers. We have the onions, carrots, and celery. We're going to just salt and pepper that just a little bit. Now we have the water boiling or getting ready to boil soon to add our pasta. My next step is to be melting 4 tablespoons of butter, which is half a stick, melting that, and then adding 1/4 of a cup of Red Hot. I'm gonna mix this together and add it into the cream cheese soup mixture. Next, we're gonna melt 2 tablespoons of butter and mix together some panko breadcrumbs for the topping. Next, we're gonna add panko breadcrumbs into our melted butter. You stir that around and have it ready to go over the top of our casserole. Our pasta's ready. We've cooked it al dente, which means firm. It actually means to the tooth, which means it still has a little bit of bite to it. The reason we're doing that is because you're going to bake your pasta, you want to make sure that it doesn't get too squishy. So I'm going to drain this in the colander. I'm always running cold water along with it so it does not get the glue in the pipes too hot. But we're gonna drain this in our colander, and we're gonna actually pour it right back into the pot. I have it on the counter here because that's where our other ingredients are going to go. First, I'm going to scoop in our hot mixture. We're gonna go ahead and just put this right over the top. The heat from the pasta is actually gonna start to melt some of that cream cheese that didn't melt already. Next, we are gonna add in those sauteed vegetables. And then before we stir up the rest, we're gonna add in our chicken, which I need to pre-cut. So before we add the chicken, we are going to mix together what we have here in our pot and just get this stirred around, and then we're going to incorporate our chicken and a few other ingredients here. I just want to make sure our pasta gets coated and our vegetables get blended in really well. So now we have those 2 chicken breasts that we are going to add in here. And once again, I'm going to stir this around. Next, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of blue cheese crumbles. Also, we're going to add 1/4 cup of blue cheese dressing or ranch dressing, whichever you prefer. Now that we have most of the ingredients mixed up in the pot, we do that because there's still some of that residual heat left over, so it makes it a little bit easier to mix that mixture in that has the cheese and stuff that needs to get a little bit melty. So now put it in our casserole dish. We'll pour that in. We are going to then sprinkle some cheese over the top as well as those panko bread and put it in the oven to bake for 30 to 45 minutes, and it will be absolutely perfect. Chicken pasta bake just came out of the oven. It looks so delicious. I cannot wait for Mr. J to try it. We'll see what he thinks. So I'm gonna let this cool off just a little bit and then we'll let him try it first. Well, it must smell good because he's already here. So just finished the buffalo chicken pasta bake. We have Mr. J here to try it out and of course see what he thinks. I know Winston is just dying to have some of this, but Winston, I don't think you can have hot sauce. You certainly can't have onions. hope it's not.
onions in here?
I forgot to tell you. They're just a little bit, and I sauteed them, so Mr. J is not a fan of onions.
Onions are the devil.
What do you think?
It's yummy.
Yeah? You like it? All right, thanks again so much for watching.
Don't forget, you can change the heat level
Yes.
by adding more or less hot sauce.
So
This is extremely on the mild side to me.
So tell me in the comments below, is there anything specific you would add to this or take away? Also, what heat level
Onions.
from 1 to 10 would you make your buffalo chicken pasta bake? Thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.